community lives for its Packers, and the green and gold came out of the tunnel a short time ago, and it was loud. We are ready for football, so are they, as the Packers get set to match up with the Minnesota Vikings. Dan Bailey now to put the ball in the air, and off we go from Lambeau. Taken in at the 3. And he returns this to the 22.
Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
He's brought down at the...
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
That's good.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, and a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of 1st downs, established what they...
This is caught inside the 15. And all the way down to the 10-yard line. It's a big play that time for the Packers. And even 40 yards. So now, following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. This is the former Spartan from San Jose, Tyler Ervin. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Tyler Ervin taking it in. And the Packers take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers.
Makes the score Packers 7, Vikings nothing. Mason Crosby to kick.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake, he'll set up to throw it. And his throw is incomplete. He was looking for his tight end. Kyle Rudolph, but it's going to be 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going to the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
On 3rd down, Cousins. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the 1st as the tackle is made at the 33. 5 yards, and that means they come up short as they're going to have to punt here on the opening drive. Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. And now before this 4th and 2 play comes to fruition, they're going to think about it and call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. And boy, down a touchdown already, but they're going to line up to go for it on their side of the field. They'll indeed go for it. It's Cousins. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and that will force a turnover on downs. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On the counter, here's Jones. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. The tackle made by Todd Davis.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes it's his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
Jukes by at the 20. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Jones, 29 yards. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. Crosby with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0.
Mason Crosby, the kickoff for Green Bay.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. On the ground, it's Cook. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
Third and short yardage. Cousins setting up the screen for Cook. And he's got some space here. He's got the lane, and there he goes. Touchdown, Vikings.
Cousins pass.
Dalvin Cook, 72 yards. And the Vikings have made this now a one-score game. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us.
28-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 27-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
The tackle by Cameron Dantzler. It's a gain of 4. Makes it 3rd and 7.
Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score.
Packers 14, Vikings 7.
On 3rd down, here's Jones. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
They're going to line up to go for this on 4th down. Rodgers stays on the field. They do go for it. It's Rodgers. He's going to find his man. That's Tavon Austin. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. On 1st down, Irvin fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Eric Kendricks in on the tackle. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
2nd and 7 at the 35-yard line.
Me and you all day. All day. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Here's Irvin. And he's going to be stopped just short of the 1st down marker at the Vikings 30.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. He finds his man. It's Austin. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. Now Jones. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 10-yard line.
Come on. Switch.
They'll try again with Jones. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Packers add on to their lead. Extra point try now for Crosby. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Taking it about the 1. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
Their own 16-yard line.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 16. Off of play action, he'll look to throw. Airing it out deep for Smith. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, Cousins. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the return will stop right around the 25. When I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Now Crosby for the point after. He knocks it through. It's 28-7.
Makes the score, Packers 28, Vikings 7.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This will make it into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
First down, Vikings.
They'll run on first down. Cook. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Brought down that time by Christian Kirksey.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 44-yard line.
Play action now. Cousins lets it fly for Thielen. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Hey, check 26. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. I got you, son. So
after the INT, it's Rodgers. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack.
Well, maybe that can give them a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. Well, the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. A final shot before half for Rodgers. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Mason Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
On the return, the Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does, depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
From the 24, Cousins. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And the 3rd interception thrown by Cousins. Adrian Amos with a pick. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown.
Packers.
This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Vikings 7. Mason Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Jair Alexander. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spend in the locker room going over what you're expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Anthony Barr comes rumbling in for the sack.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good, soft in spots. And there's an easy throw and catch for another 1st down.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
And 11 at the 31-yard line.
2nd and 11.
50. And we're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet. Mike 50, Mike 50. I got him. Big ass.
Again, it's Jones. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
To Aaron Jones.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and into the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
You can't block me. You can't block me. Go to 50. Hey, you block over here.
They run the counter. It's Jones, and he will not get what he needed as he stopped short of the first down at around the 22. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down.
It's 4th down.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2.
Mike's 40.
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. That's to his running back, complete. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A 22-yard touchdown grab as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Big 4th down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just decide? Because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
This will make it into the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things.
And now here is another interception. Picked off around the 41. That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all of these picks have been his fault. Some of the throws, yes, but there have been a good number of them where he hasn't been helped by his own receivers, and they've turned into interceptions. So he knows if he keeps firing, perhaps good things can happen, not just in this game, but especially in later ones.
And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 7 yards there and a 1st down. On 1st down, it's Jones. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. And 3rd quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you stop the clock, and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
Back now at Lambeau. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Tyler Ervin. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And this offense continues to pour it on. They're going to try and run. And he is into the end zone again as he scores both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion to extend this lead.
7. Mason Crosby.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. 2nd and 9 now from the 21. They run it again with Cook. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. Now Cousins. Packer pressure, and down he goes. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Desperation time. Cousins on fourth down. And my goodness, another interception. Adrian Amos with a pick. And the return will stop right around the 25. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. His throw caught right around the 6. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got it first and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. So another score there. And often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
So they are looking strong here in the 4th quarter.
Mason Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now. And if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. Third down, Dalvin Cook. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up 4th down.
3 plays and out. It's 4th down.
4th down, Cousins. This is Johnson. He's got it. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
First down, Minnesota.
You must be dreaming. Sponge, 50.
On 1st and 10, Cousins. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. The 20. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play.
57, Vikings 14. Dan Bailey to kick off for Minnesota.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. They were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They give it off here to the tight end. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.